Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a beautiful poem which is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Name of the poem is Where the Mind is Without Fear, and the poem it is from unit number 1. Therefore, without any delay, directly we are going to start a poem Where the Mind is Without Fear with the short introduction of Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born in 1861. He was died in 1941. He was the author of Gitanjali and its profoundly sensitive French and beautiful verse. Now, Gitanjali, that was known as a well-known and very popular creation which was made by Rabindranath Tagore. Beautiful poems, beautiful verses, okay, fresh and sensitive verses he had designed in a book that is Gitanjali. And for that reason, he became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. And that was the beautiful creation of English literature. And for that reason, yes, he got Nobel Prize in the year 1913. This poem is one of his vastly read and discussed poem. So this is Gitanjali, or this is a poem which is read by many people, and many people are still inspiring through this poem. It was originally composed in Bengali and later he himself translated it into English. Actually, this is a Bengali work, but Rabindranath Tagore he himself translated same poem into English language. This poem is from his Nobel Prize winning anthology Gitanjali. Tagore lived during the time when India was ruled by the British. Now, it was the period when the poem was written, when the British people they were ruling over India. In this poem, besides political freedom from British, Tagore also appeals to God for social, educational and economic freedom for the people of India. Actually, this is known as a prayer, isn't it? Here in this prayer, Tagore he appeals to the God to give the freedom to India country, as well as to give the political as well as social, educational and economic freedom to all the people of India country. Here directly we are going to start a poem where the mind is without fear. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments. Once again the first line, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. In the very first line, the poet he prays and he appeals to the God that let my people or let my countrymen away in that country where there is no fear, and where people or my countrymen they always keep their head high in a dignity or in the proud manner, where knowledge is free, isn't it? Now it is the reality, or that was the fact, that knowledge it was the property of limited people before 1947, isn't it? And after the education, now we can observe or we can experience the developing India, yes, in this present condition or in the present era. And therefore, yes, let my people awake in that country where knowledge is totally free for all, knowledge is totally accessible to all the people of India country, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Now, it is the truth of Indian people that Indian people were totally divided, isn't it? They were totally divided, and that was the reason that British people they came and they ruled over India for 150 years or more than 150 years. But later, yes, as the people were united, means many reasons are given in this history that when people got united and the unity of India, it became the reason for the day of 15th of August 1947. Here, one more request made by Tagore to God that where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Now, narrow domestic walls, caste, culture, religion, isn't it? And gender. Means before 1947, we people were not united. We people were totally divided. Yes, he was Hindu, the next person was Muslim, another person he was from Christian. Every person, yes, they were interested in their own harmony, they were interested in their own culture. Nobody was careful about the other culture and other religion, and that was the reason that British came and they ruled over India. And therefore this time when India would get freedom, or when India will free, that time these narrow domestic walls, they should be totally vanished, or they should not be there in that country. In that country, yes, let my people awake. That was the request made by Tagore. Where words come out from the depth of truth. Once again, where the words come out from the depth of truth. Isn't it? Indian people are known for their truthness, or Indian truthfulness. Sorry, Indian people are known for their truthfulness, and yes, the word from the Indian people, it must come from their heart, or from the bottom of their heart. That is known as the truth. And yes, in that country, my people, let my Father, or let the heavenly God awake. Where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection. Where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection. Now, education is the most important thing for the life and for the development, isn't it? Indians were ready for the hard work, but they were so much far away from the education. But as education, it was introduced and it was started to gain by Indian people, slowly they started to develop themselves, as well as they started to develop their country, isn't it? Still, we people are known as the part of developing India country, or developing Indian nation. And therefore, yes, let us give them so much power, so much stress, that continuously we people can work, and continuous efforts of our struggle, yes, then it will be helpful for the country as well as for the individual. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of their habits, isn't it? Once again, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way. The clear stream of reason means the reasons which are put forward by the science, or which are proved by the science, isn't it? Means superstition, means Indian tendency. Indian people were totally superstitious before 1947. But as the people became educated and the people got science, when the rational attitude it was installed in the mind of Indian people, automatically the superstitions they remain behind, and people they started to believe in science. And therefore, it is known as the clear stream of reason, where people believe in science and they are so much away from the superstitions. Into the dreary desert sand of dead habits. Now, the sand of dead habits, it is known as, or that is symbolic for the superstitions and the bad rituals as well as the habits, isn't it? And all that bad habits, bad rituals, bad customs, traditions, and the superstitions which were practiced by Indian before 1947, right present they remain so much away, and Indians are known as the most important, well-cultured and educated people. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thoughts and action. Once again, where the mind is led forward by thee. Now, this is known as a request by Tagore to the God. Yes, Almighty God, or dear God, please lead my countrymen. Isn't it? Please lead my countrymen, and when you will lead the countrymen, surely their action, their thought, and their speech, it will become great, and they will become the broad-minded people who think broad-mindedly. Into that haven of freedom, my Father led my country away, isn't it? And that is known as a haven of freedom. We know that after 1947 we got freedom. Yes, freedom, it is compared as a haven. We people started to live, yes, in a haven-like era, or in a haven-like situation, and therefore, yes, in that good condition, or in that haven of freedom, let my people awake. That was the final request made by Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, this is not so much simple. It's a critical poem and it's very hard to understand. But in a simple manner, I have already tried to make it simple, or to make it comfortable for you people. The poem which is written by Rabindranath Tagore.